after selling panties to Bamboo Horse. Because of poverty, I opened a small number to sell panties part-time. Every day, I forwarded advertisements in group chats and circles of friends. Sell panties. Sell panties. Men wear shock. Women wear tears. Don't miss it. Someone really added me. Yellow Dog's Head. Nickname Want. Wait a minute. Isn't that my wrongdoer Trenton? Hello. Do you have any of those big panties? I laughed. I didn't realize that my farty Bamboo Horse was so human-looking. But he was outwardly strong, and very vain. I took a screenshot of it ready to laugh at it later during an argument. Yes. Of course. We have three-dimensional thickening models, elastic support models, and padded explosive models. May I ask what your specific needs are? I need a night out with my favorite guy. Huh? I froze. Since when did Trenton have a favorite girl? It's gotten to the point where he's going out for the night? And we ate and drank together every day. And I didn't even hear a word about it. It's so inadequate. So is it convenient to reveal the type of girl? I'll pick the right style for you. Why do you ask? Just pick a more stylish one. He's wary. Okay. Then let's pick out the Fill the Blast model for you. However, according to your address, it will take next week for it to arrive, haha. He sent 3 question marks directly. Aren't you a classmate working part-time? Still have to wait so long? I'm sorry. Your needs are special. I have to contact the manufacturer to ship it. Okay, but not later than Friday. Or I'll refund you. Okay. Looks like Trenton's ready for a weekend date. I'm gonna bite my tongue. I'd like to see who you're dating quietly. I'm just exiting the WeChat screen when there's a ding. The Yellow Dog's Head flashes. I impatiently clicked on the dialog box. Ray. We're hacking this weekend. Are you coming? Isn't Trenton going on a date with a girl? Why did he ask me to hack? Could it be that I'm a part of their play? Thinking of this, my resentment grew. And I picked a filler explosive model of the Northeast cotton jacket color from my panty inventory. And packed it viciously. Going or not will not be invalidated by me. Right? I bah. See color forget friend. I don't want to go. Don't You don't go. Buddy find who to play the game I was so upset that I didn't care about him. In the afternoon, I sought Renton at the gym. And I stretched my neck to take a peek. He seems to be working on his ABS. So really. He's going on a date with a girl. I was observing when suddenly Trenton's voice rang in my ears. What are you gawking at here? Peeking at some cute guy? I gave him a blank look without a good reason. I was just passing by. Unlike some people. The peacock opened its screen. What did I open my screen for? He looked disdainful. I'm not practicing my ABS. Am I? I don't have any. I casually practiced. His face red and violently. His eyes fluttered. I already have ABS. No need to practice. Don't believe you see. Stop. I don't want to argue with him. I don't want to see. Give your good sister to see go see you. Turned around and left in style. Trenton stood still. His expression a little lost and confused. Hey. Ray. After a while, the trumpet received another message from Trenton. Help. Classmate. She seems to be angry with me. What should I do? I'll give you 5 stars. I'm angry. But I won't mess with money. I sent him a link to 3 pairs of panties. He took a second shot. I said, what's going on? Trenton sent several messages in a row. Here's the thing. I've liked her for a long time. And was on pretty good terms with her. But she seems to have suddenly gotten upset. What should I do? I wasn't her type in the first place. Recently, I tried to change myself and secretly practiced my ABS. But she seems to hate me again. Maybe she thinks I don't deserve to be like her favorite celebrities. What do you think I should do? I was in deep thought. Trenton may be a yawn, but his looks are really nothing to write home about. And he's very dependable and caring. With the type like him, it's hard for me to think of a reason to upset a girl other than a yawn. I thought about it, and replied, "Did you yawn and say the wrong thing?" A sudden realization emoticon. Thanks for the guidance. I'll pay attention to how I talk to her in the future. It wasn't long before the phone started ringing again. This time it was my big number. Ray. Missy. I was wrong. I shouldn't have said something like "I'll waste you." Don't ignore me. I quickly replied with a question mark over. You're scrapping me for the weekend. Okay? You'll come. Right? Pitiful at that moment. My roommate Annika pushed her way in and excitedly rushed over to hug me. My hands shook and I sent out an okay emoji. Thanks to my Poe for helping me rate we Talon's hit pitch tweet. Our Alan was first in this break. I was so strangled that I couldn't breathe and remembered that I helped her rate Weed a Muscle Man star to her circle of friends last week. Wait. A Muscle Man star? My heart skipped a beat, looking to the side of Annika's glowing face. Annika was still talking. This weekend, the sisters from Alan's support group at my school are going out for a dinner party to celebrate. Ah yes. That bamboo horse of yours seems to want to join in too. Who? Trenton? Yeah. I think that's him. I didn't realize that guys like Alan too. We were so happy. My heart sank to the bottom. I asked Trenton on my cell phone. Who is your favorite celebrity that girls like? Within seconds, Trenton replied. A dry look. Eye-catching muscles. It was that very Tweeden. Alan's picture of me staring at that yellow dog's head in disbelief. So the guy Renton likes is my roommate. On that side, Trenton was very happy and continued to send messages to my trumpet. Wow. She really agreed. Hey, maestro. It's worthy of you. Yeah. They're going to have a get-together on the weekend and go out for the night. Meet type guy. Not as bad as him. I couldn't help but laugh out loud at his slim figure. What are you laughing at? I retracted my hand and ran forward with a smile. I don't touch. Men and women won't kiss. Trenton gritted his teeth behind him. You. Looking at the pink gaming tables and chairs. And the cozy arrangement of the 2 queen-sized beds. I was finally sure that the girl Trenton liked. Acting maybe probably. Was me. The weekend away for a sleepover he had planned referred to hacking with me at the gaming hotel. But right now it didn't seem like he was looking for a showdown with me. So what was he looking for me to buy panties for? Anyway, we both turned on our computers with our own thoughts. Trenton and I played a few games of 1v1, and Trenton was beaten and defeated by me. It wasn't like his usual self. I taunted. Can you do it? Trenton sputtered. It's not a good day. But I could clearly see his hand shaking slightly as he held the mouse. After playing for a while longer, Trenton super deliberately said, I didn't have dinner tonight. I'm so hungry. Do you want to order a barbecue and drink beer? He quickly opened the takeout menu. Pork. Beef skewers. Duck intestines. Gluten. Eat. I'm happy to oblige. We toasted in the gaming room. After 3 rounds of drinks, I'm getting a little dizzy. Turning to Trenton. His face was red and his eyes were very misty. I stopped Trenton's hand from opening the next bottle. Stop drinking. You've had too much tonight. Trenton shakes his head as he grabs the beer from my hand. No. Still drinking. He was mystified. I still have to carry out the next step in my plan. I look at him shaking his head and seem to be completely delirious. I turn on my cell phone camera and ask him, holding back my laughter, the next step in the plan. What is it? He mysteriously came over and patted his stomach. Secretly tell you. I practiced ABS for half a month. You wait and see. A moment Trey will be fascinated by me. I tried to hold back my laughter. Okay. Show me what you've got. Trenton said as he went to take a shower. In order to prevent him from falling, I thoughtfully laid a towel on the floor for him. Not long after, Trenton came out. very pretentiously. He posed in front of the bathroom door. I pack ABS neatly in place, drenching drops of water stretching down the smooth lines. And as the mermaid line hides into the pitch blackness, I looked and loved it. He is very generous. If you like it, you can get your hands on it and touch it. Yo, of course I did. And accepted. I felt Trenton's hard ABS and reached for the edge of his towel. That's not right. You're not showing off your newly purchased underwear? Trenton, who was docile just a moment ago, was suddenly like an enemy, like an innocent little daughter-in-law. He covered his bath towel in panic. No, no way. Oh, I'm playful. But I want to watch. His face reddened. He guarded the towel. Really can't. If you don't show it to me, won't you buy it for nothing? Taking advantage of his hesitation, I yanked on the towel and ripped it off. Brightly colored big red flowered pants appeared in front of my eyes, with Trenton's shameful and mesmerized expression. It seems like a rustic male model forced to open for business. Haha Thaya. I didn't hold back and laughed so hard that tears came out of my eyes. The next moment, a shadow blocked my eyes. Trenton, dressed only in big red flowered pants, stood up and approached me, with tears in his eyes. So ugly. Are you? Don't you like it? How could I? My eyes were unblinking, staring at his ABS as he got closer and closer. That's liking me. He suddenly pressed his whole body down, the scent of soap nuts wrapping me. A gentle touch came to my lips, and my whole body froze like an electric shock. After a long kiss, Trenton looked at me deeply. You like me. I hear you. No backtracking. With tears still in his eyes, he dropped his head again and gave me pack after pack on my face and lips. The atmosphere in the room heated up quickly. I felt this explosion of fancy pants. Like it was really kind of exploding. I pushed Trenton away with a bit of difficulty. You calm down first, only to be held tightly by him. Don't me. I hugged him and comforted him gently. I don't want you. Good boy. He nodded and rested his head on my shoulder. He let out an even snore. The next day, I woke up in Trenton's arms. He was topless, wearing only those hilarious flowered pants. And I was resting on his arm, encircled in his arms. I closed my eyes and continued to pretend to be asleep. It wasn't long before I heard Trenton yawn. A headache couch me. He was startled, but froze and held back when he realized I was still resting on his arm. Finished. Broken. What did I do last night? He looked down and saw the underwear he was wearing and sighed in relief. Alas. Such ugly underwear. Seduction plan is probably a failure. He quieted down and seemed to be looking down at me seriously. Fingers with heat covered my cheeks, forehead, eyes, nose, and finally gently caressing my cheek. Ray, I really like you so much. The air around me suddenly gets hotter, and I feel his breath within arm's reach of me. My eyes snapped open. Trenton, who was slowly approaching, was startled and twisted his head away, a thin blush appearing on his face. I pretended not to know anything and asked him, "What are you doing?" His face instantly turned red like a ripe tomato. He said, "I'm not doing anything." Why are you so close to me if you're not doing anything? It's not like he's plotting against me. Is it? How can it be? Who would want to do something bad to you? A chagrin look surfaced again as he finished his explanation in a rush. No, it's not. I didn't care and rolled out of bed. All right. Go wash up for dinner. Turning my head, I realized that he had wrapped himself up tightly in the covers. I thought of last night's situation, and couldn't hold back my laughter. He looked at me suspiciously. What are you laughing at? I laughed at you for wrapping such a thick quilt on a hot day. He looked downward sheepishly. That I last night. Did I do anything strange, Strange things? No, I shook my head. I also drank too much. Took a shower and fell asleep. Oh, that's good. Seeing that I'm still in the same place. He subconsciously pulls the quilt up again. That Ray A. Can you go to the restroom first? I'll put on some clothes. I readily accept good advice. Reliving last night's video in the restroom. Laughing so hard that tears came out. Not long after Trenton knocks on the door outside. His voice is skeptical. Ray, what are you doing in there? Nothing. Watching a funny video. I compose myself. Not long after parting ways with Trenton downstairs in the dormitory. I got a tweet on my phone. Boom, you shady businessman. What kind of underwear are you selling? What? Dahlia cotton jacket? BS are not even attractive anymore. I'm going to give you a bad review. I stifled my laughter and replied slowly. Oh, but you said yourself that you'd give me 5 stars for helping you out. Besides, I told you to choose the padded explosion model. That's the fabric. And you didn't choose the color. I can just imagine Renton over there. I can just imagine Renton's aggravated face over there. But I'm humiliated. And the confession didn't work. You tell me what to do. How do you know the confession didn't work? He thought for a while. No. Anyway. Certainly did not succeed. Okay then. Count me in to give you an after-sales service. I'll help you come up with ideas to chase her. That's good. Deal. I smile a little. In my opinion, the first thing to do is to let her see that she is unique in your heart. Oh, for example, keep an eye on her and help her out. Just after I said that, I immediately cut the big number to send a friend circle. Oops. The club to buy books. Moving so tired. Trenton immediately on the road. Rapid eye for comments. Where is it? What books? I'll help you move it. The two of us spent the afternoon buying all of the 200 books for the club's book exchange activities. And Trenton was beside me, holding the last stack of books, sweating profusely, but still smiling and giggling. I told you, Ray, I'm not a fine dog. Not to mention 200 books. That is, 2,000 books is not a problem. I didn't hold back my laughter again. I took out a tissue and wiped his sweat before he argued unconvincingly. He choked back his words. I started about a little uncomfortably. Then, I'm done moving. I'm leaving. Don't. I smiled and pulled his arm. It's so hot. Let's go have a cold drink. Trenton and I walked into a dessert store and ordered a dessert, and I seached Trent and carefully sucked on the straw, occasionally raising his eyes to peek at me. But when I looked at him, he looked away sheepishly. Suddenly, a figure leaps over and taps Trenton on the shoulder, startling him. Yo, if it isn't Trenton, it's his basketball teammate Darius. Darius gave me a look. Dating a girl? Go. What date? Trenton's face is a little red again. This is my little green plum. Oh, little green plum. Darius' wistfully long-drawn voice. And a pat on the shoulder. A good date, haha. Successful can be invited to eat a few brothers. Darius' figure disappeared in the doorway, and Trenton's hand shook slightly as he held the cup. He stammered an explanation. He likes to joke around. You know. Don't think too much. Of course I know. What's our relationship? I won't think too much of it. Trenton's eyes darkened. His expression disappointed. After sitting in the dessert store for a while, Trenton started sending me messages again. I helped her move her books and got along with her. But it seems like she only treats me as a friend and doesn't like me. What should I do? Don't worry. Getting along is a good start. The next step is to increase the amount of time we spend together. If we spend enough time together, the spark of love will start. But she looks like she's leaving soon. How can we spend time together? If I remember correctly, there's a new comedy romance movie in the theater? But what if she doesn't want to see it? That's impossible. Then, what if I try? Hurry up or she'll leave. I sat there for a minute before I got up. Okay. Thanks for today. I'm going back to the dorm. Wait. Trenton was frantically trying to stop me. My roommate bought 2 movie tickets for tonight. But his girlfriend suddenly had something else to do and couldn't make it. "Did you want to go?" I asked him on purpose. "What? But aren't there 2 tickets?" "Yes, yes, yes. Let's go together." His voice trailed off. "If you don't want to go with me, you can go with your sister. He's wilting." He wilted like a big, abandoned dog. I didn't tease him anymore, and said dryly, "Okay. Let's go together tonight." "Really?" His eyes lit up. "Really?" Trenton started bombarding me with messages again. "Oh my God." She said yes. Woohoo, happy again. "Do you think she likes me too? How else would she have agreed to watch a movie with me?" Ahaha, what to do? My heart is beating so fast. I can't wait for the evening. I dressed up and slipped behind Trenton with my crossbody bag. "Hi, handsome." Trenton didn't look back. No time. "Girlfriend." No tweets. I immediately changed my face. "Trenton. Do you want to see who I am?" Trenton is startled and turns around. Eyes lit up. Cheeks red. Stammering. I didn't see it was you." I flirted with him. "It looks like you've been accosted for WeChat a lot. You're familiar with it." No. I learned online to play Terrier." "Okay. Let's go." I interrupted his hasty explanation. Lightly sat on his arm. Walked forward. The man beside me stiffened for a moment. I pretended not to know and walked side by side with him. I felt his eyes glancing at me every now and then. Walking stumbled and I felt like I was about to trip over my left foot and fall over my right. I used to walk with his arm like this. Why didn't I realize this guy was smoking? In front of the movie theater. Trenton bought 2 drinks and a bucket of popcorn. I have a sweet tooth. So I took out one handful of popcorn after another. As I was pulling out the popcorn, I suddenly bumped into a hand. Trenton's hand and mine went into the bucket at the same time. Anyway, I don't know if he or I went first, but our hands clasped together. Sweat broke out on our hands almost immediately. And the whole movie theater was suddenly so quiet you could hear the sound of heartbeats. Thud. 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 3 seconds later. Trenton let go. Why is this popcorn so inedible? I'll go buy another bucket. He fell away. In the dim light. I didn't miss the tips of his reddened ears. The cell phone vibrated slightly. Help. Holding hands. Oh, I'm crying my eyes out. It's a coincidence, but her hand is too soft too, still wanting to hold it. But will she think I'm a pervert to OH? I can just see the corners of Trenton's mouth grinning to the back of his head as he blushes and types excitedly into his cell phone. The movie ended and Trenton walked me back downstairs to my dorm. He said goodbye 3 times. But still had no intention of leaving. What's the matter? You don't want to let me go? Surprisingly, he didn't retort this time. But his face was red again. I smiled and opened my satchel, pulling out a pair of knee pads. "Here. For you." His eyes widened. "For me?" I said. "You've been doing a lot of that lately. Haven't you?" I said. "You're not always exercising lately. You should also pay attention to protect your joints from injuries." Aha. He nodded like garlic. His eyes even overflowed with tears of emotion. He rushed up to me and hugged me. "Ray, you are so nice." He hugged me for a long time before letting go. And his cheek turned red again. "Ray. Actually, I've been. Ray. Hey. Trenton's here too?" Annika was about to go back to the dormitory when she waved her hand to greet us. "You guys don't know how good the atmosphere of Alan's support group really is." Anika's eyes were glowing. "Ray, you're really losing out if you don't fin Alan." Trenton questions from the sidelines. "Ray not a fan of Alan?" Annika glances at him. "You're Ray's bamboo horse. You don't even know that. She has no vision at all. She doesn't like muscular guys like our Alan. And specializes in fine dogs." "Me. Trenton." Annika continued. "Ah yes, Ray. How's your business these days? Didn't you just run into an oddball last week and didn't sell much? Before she could finish her sentence, I swooped in and covered her mouth. Trenton looked at both of us skeptically. Ray, you're selling something? Selling what? I piled on a smile. Trenton walked away. Skeptical. In order to dispel his doubts, I stole a picture of the concert from the internet and sent it to my friends with a small number. Trenton quickly liked it. Then he sent another message. I'm really happy today. Feeling a little bit more like her. If only she wasn't hiding something important from me. I smiled. How can that be? Aren't you childhood friends who know each other? That's true. After a while, Trenton asked again. You say, is she very short of money? I found her selling something today. She's probably just trying to earn some pocket money. Oh, that's right. I couldn't help but ask him. Would you be angry if she did tell you a good-natured lie? Trenton didn't reply again. I was in a bit of a state of flux. Say. Trenton knew that the panty seller who intentionally screwed him over was me. What if he got really mad? He wouldn't ignore me, right? I didn't have long to dwell on it before dozens of friend request messages poured in. My small number in the grade group was suddenly added by a dozen classmates. I heard that your underwear is especially good. I'll buy a few pairs. Hello, I'm from the Basketball Association. Give me 10 pairs of sports underwear. I heard that you can get off with this underwear? Then I must arrange for all my brothers to wear them. I'm scratching my head as I do a quick inventory. Not to mention, Trenton's a good sport. For the next week, I was busy making deliveries every day. When I was finally free, I looked at the empty WeChat top. Suddenly my heart was a little empty. Trenton hadn't messaged me in days. Big or small. What was he busy with? Is he angry with me? Or is there someone else to pursue? I was out making deliveries again when I suddenly saw Trenton downstairs. 2. A boy hooked up, wearing a jersey, was walking towards the basketball court, welcoming me. Trenton froze for a moment. The boy next to him smiled. Hello, classmate. How are you? Trenton and I are going to get our stuff now. Ray? Trenton glares at him. He stops stalking. Trenton turns to me and smiles. He's the one who likes to talk nonsense. So go about your business. It's fine. I thought it was strange. Why is Trenton going to the Basketball Association too? After delivering it to the takeout counter, I found a corner and sat down, secretly observing the situation near the counter. It wasn't long before Trenton and the boy did come. This underwear. Is it really good? I've bought them several times. The boy was skeptical. Really? Yes, of course. I also heard that you can get married if you wear these underwear. That's a must. False. I see you are also a single dog. The boy scoffed. You wouldn't have been cheated by the store and used it as a free advertisement, would you? No way. Trenton's voice sounded at the same time as mine. I rushed forward and took Trenton's arm. Hello, classmates. By way of introduction, I'm Trenton's girlfriend. He's not a single dog and really did succeed in his confession after buying underwear. The boy looked at both of us with a shocked face. You too. When were you together? Trenton looked at me helplessly. Just now? So godly? He looks down and taps frantically on his cell phone keyboard. My phone buzzed and vibrated. 30 new orders came in. After the boy's shocked figure is far away, I hastily let go of Trenton's hand. Instead, he holds it back. The corner of Trenton's mouth lifts. What? Flip out after using it? I can't understand what you're saying. Oh? He took out his cell phone. And with ease, entered my birthday to unlock it and open WeChat. 3 days ago the chat record. Really special happy today. Feeling a little bit more like her. How can that be? Aren't you childhood friends who know each other well? I stared at it for 3 seconds before I realized something was wrong. This paragraph. He sent it to my big number. So, that night I fell off the horse. My scalp went numb. To make matters worse, he casually slipped and slid into my photo albums. The first one was a video from that night. He grimaced and watched the whole thing as I molested a drunk in him. Trenton stepped forward and cornered me. Padded explosion model? A big cotton jacket color? A well-intentioned little lie? No explanation for me? I twisted my head around. My heart beating a little. But still stiff upper lip. I have nothing to explain. I found out that you were the one who bought the panties. So I wanted to mess with you. I thought you were going to go to another girl. Why didn't you tell me later? There wasn't the right opportunity, and besides, you'd feel pretty social if you knew it was me who said those things. Right? Okay. He sighed. You're not angry? You forgive me? I quietly raised my eyes to see his expression. All I saw was a smile. And suddenly the sound of ceremonial flowers rang out around me. 2 violinists appeared next to him, playing the wedding march in a serious manner. A large banner appeared behind him. Trenton Ryan 99. And there was a sudden crowd around them. Students from the same big class. Members of the basketball association. The club's purchasing director. All my clients. Trenton conjured up a bouquet of flowers from nowhere and got down on one knee. Ray, since we've both made our feelings clear, now, I'm formally asking you, will you be my girlfriend? I covered my face amidst the uproar of a large group of people around me. Too social to die. Trenton laughed in my ear. You let me die a social death. I'll let you die a social death. Fair enough. Promise him. Promise him. Promise him. The people around me were getting more and more excited. And my face looked like a ripe tomato. Okay. I'll take it. The confession went straight to the top of the campus forum. My panty sales went up another couple hundred that night. Trenton scoffed. Bunch of superstitious guys. I snatched the calculator out of his hand. Don't think I don't know you started this rumor. He shrugs. I didn't start the rumor. I did confess my love for you after wearing your underwear. He gloats. But I relied on my charisma. I managed to get the process all wrong, and the result all right. I touched my nose sheepishly. Should I admit that I was actually attracted to his body that day? Even when wearing the comedic effect explosion of the big flower underwear. The strength of the abdominal muscles is still. I had a plan. Trenton. I've got some new styles here. So why don't you model them for me? Within a few moments, Trenton came out. He looked at me straight in the eyes and showed a look of understanding. My ABS. Like it? If you like it, you can touch it. I goo. Beauty is a mistake. At night, we snuggled up and watched the stars all night. It's okay. There will be many more nights like this.